Alright, let's see if I can get these reviewed before the new movie. The Exorcist was released in 1973, directed by William Friedkin, starring Linda Blair, Jason Miller, Max von Sydow, and Ellen Burstyn. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say about this movie that hasn't already been said? This is probably the most iconic horror movie ever made, at least one of the most iconic horror movies ever made. So let's just go ahead and jump into this review, starting off with the good. And honestly, this review is just going to be unoriginal as fuck because I've never met a single person who does not love The Exorcist, who does not think that it's a horror classic. So starting off with the acting, like I always do. First, you got Linda Blair in this movie, and she's the main focus of the movie. And she was really great in this movie. I really love her performance, both pre and post possession. I found her physical performance while she was possessed very, very interesting and very astonishing. The way she was able to portray this child who had been possessed by the devil, and I love how she put it across. I just thought that she did a really great job. Ellen Burstyn plays her mother, and she's really great as well. I'm really excited to see her back in the new movie coming out in a couple weeks. And I thought she did a really great job as well. She really hammers home the worried mother aspect of this film. And obviously, you can't talk about this movie without talking about the title character, the Exorcist. There's two of them. First one, you got Max von Sydow as Father Marin, the older priest, and he's really great. He's not in the movie a whole bunch, but when he is on screen, he does an amazing job. I mean, it's Max von Sydow. He's just always great, and I really love the commanding presence that he has, especially in the exorcism scene near the end of the movie. He just really hammers home that warrior aspect of the character. And the best performance in the movie I saved for last, and that is Jason Miller as Father Karras. And I know that Reagan is kind of the main character of the movie, but I feel like Father Karras is more the main heart and soul of the film, because this movie dedicates a lot of time to Karras's journey as a character, his doubting his beliefs, wondering if everything that he believes in is true or not. And I really love that aspect of the character because Jason Miller just really does an amazing job delivering his performance in this movie. And I really love his arc, how it comes full circle at the end. And the story here, like I already said, is absolutely amazing. It's a classic story. I've already touched on Karras's little arc throughout the film, but I feel like everything that builds up to the final act of the movie, where the actual exorcism takes place, everything just builds up amazingly. This is definitely more of a slow burn horror film, and I feel like this movie's better off for being a slow burn horror film. Instead of just being your jump scare here, jump scare there type of horror film. And it's just really effective the way that the scares are more subtle, and the atmosphere is what really scares you, not something jumping up at your face every 3 seconds. It relies on the atmosphere, and I really love it when a horror movie relies mainly on atmosphere to be creepy instead of straight up scary, and I really love that. And of course, you have the score, which elevates it, that classic piano theme that you get in the movie. Absolutely iconic. Should be right up there with other horror themes like Saw, Halloween, Candyman, stuff like that. And yeah, it's about all for the good. On to the bad, and I'm not even going to waste time here. This movie's just about as perfect as you can get for a horror film. So final thoughts. I love this movie. I know that just about everybody has said this, but this is easily a horror classic. The Exorcist is one of the greatest horror movies ever made, one of my favorite horror movies ever made, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on The Exorcist. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it if you have seen it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.